Well, Jason, if anything, you're going to be one of all-time greats, but toughness, dependability, reliability as a player. You said at your press conference last week that you were successful because of grit more than talent. I know we can argue about that, but I know that was something that's really important to you. Now think about the times you played hurt. A lot more than we know about, I'm sure, but with a broken jaw, a lacerated spleen, and a lot more besides. How did you do it? I mean, what does it take to be the kind of player that you were in terms of toughness and reliability?
Yeah, well, first off, some of that just wasn't very smart on my end, and playing that way. But I loved to play football. I mean, it was my passion since a young age, and I couldn't think of not being out there on the field with my teammates. And we were talking earlier about being a part of a team is one of the greatest rewards that I've ever felt as a football player, is because you're doing it for somebody besides yourself. And so as a leader, as a captain, I always felt like I needed to be out there. And we only have 16 opportunities to go do it. And so I was just mentally always prepared myself to be able to go through a season and get myself ready to play during those weeks. But sometimes it was foolish. You referenced the broken jaw. I have to share with you guys.
Yeah, tell the Bill Parcells story.
But so I broke my jaw in the rookie year, and Ryan and I were teammates for 1 year. I was a rookie, and he was an old man. And, but I caught a pass, and I got hit in the fourth quarter. And when I went to the sidelines, I remember feeling like my tooth fell out. And I was thinking in my mind, I'm like, man, at least I held on to the ball. That's the only thing I can think of. So, and I wasn't the player I turned out to become. I was just this kind of like role player, get in when I fit in. If I can kind of give the guy a breather, if he needs to go to the bathroom, I'll get in for a few plays. Maybe a little bit more than that. But, and I went to the locker room at Old Texas Stadium, and they were doing some x-rays. And they're like, Jason, sorry, that's not your tooth, that's your jaw sticking out. And so I got hit so hard on one side that it fractured the other side of my jaw. And I just remember our strength coach coming into the running up to the locker room. He said, Coach Parcells wants to know if you're coming back out. and the thing about what Bill did was everybody was scared of it. Yes. I mean, the trainer was scared of it. And so the trainers heard from the doctor that I have a broken jaw in 3 places. And he doesn't speak up for me to the strength coach. And so I kind of look at him, give him time to talk. He doesn't say anything. And I just simply, yes, sir, I'll be back out there. I'm not going to play. But long story short, I went in, had surgery. I had 3 metal plates put in my jaw, spent a couple days in the hospital. And it's Wednesday morning, which Wednesday morning for pro football is like the big work day. And that's like the grind day. And I showed up early that morning because, how do you treat a broken jaw, fractured jaw? I just had plastic surgery to fix my jaw. There's not really, can't throw ice on it, and I mean, it's so much bigger. And Bill walked in, and he was dead serious. And he had 3 cans of baby food. And if you guys that are parents, you probably know, but baby food is high in calories. Yes. And it's good in high fat, good fat. Yeah. And so Bill said to me, Jason, I want you to eat this. And this is going to keep your weight on. And if you do, you'll be able to play in a few weeks. And I just thought to myself, this is Dallas Cowboys, this is pro football, and Bill Parcells is dead serious on offering me baby food. But the story goes on. He shared a lot of other things to me about being dependable and what this league was all about. But I missed the one game. That was one game in my career I missed. I missed the next week. I was devastated I missed it. And so the following week, and I was supposed to be out 4 to 6 weeks. The following week, the only way I could play is if I made weight. So he was worried about me losing too much weight. Right. Well, I haven't ate anything in 2 weeks. And so Bill would get there really early. Weigh-ins are on Thursday, and they fine it's $500 a pound if you're overweight. So guys are going in the sauna, the steam room, they're trying to lose a couple pounds before weigh-ins. Well, Bill knew that trick. And so he would sit and read the newspaper right beside the weigh-in station. You probably remember that, right? And so I walked in, and I thought I'd get there really early. So I got in there 4:35 in the morning to beat him. And I was just going to get the strength coach and throw him $100 or something and say, hey, we good? I made weight, we all good on this? And I look over, and Parcells is there. And I'm like, oh man, I'm not going to make weigh-in, you know? And so I went into the training room, and this was probably wasn't very smart of me to make this decision, but I wanted to play football so bad that I went to the trainer and I said, hey, listen, I'm not made weight. I haven't ate anything in 10 days. And he's not gonna let me play if I don't make weight. And so they had these like sandbags that they used to like rehab shoulders and stuff. And I threw them down my pants. I was 21 years old, and it worked. And it worked. And he was so proud of me. And he thought it was the baby food. Did you eat that baby food? Yes, sir, I ate the baby food. Yes, sir, I ate the baby food. But a couple hours later, I was kind of bragging to my buddies about what had happened. And my buddy said to me, Jason, can you imagine if he would have checked your pants? Like, what would you have done? I mean, you're 21 years old, you're a rookie playing for the great Bill Parcells, but I did love it, and sometimes it wasn't the smartest thing to do, but hopefully it made the fans proud playing through all those injuries.
Yes, indeed. It certainly did. You certainly did. Whatever it takes.